What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the Laws Racks, and I'm back with another video. We gotta talk about it again with Lamar Jackson and what I've been seeing on Twitter Spaces the last couple months, maybe 2.5 months, maybe even 3 months since I've been more active on Twitter. The nasty agendas that are being pushed around Lamar Jackson. I don't know why it's happening. It's really weird to me. People still put Lamar on. They just downplay him. Is basically what I'm saying, and it's just really nasty. But before I start, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell every time I drop a new video. Follow all my social media links. All of them are gonna be down below. Alright, so let's get right into this. Lamar Jackson, right? Now, a lot of people have their opinions on the Ravens quarterback. Me personally, I easily view him as a top 5 quarterback. Some people may see him as a top 10 quarterback, and that's fine also. I just think at a certain point, some people tend to be very dishonest and like to troll just for clout when it comes to speaking about Lamar Jackson. They still talk about he can't throw. Yeah, like literally into his 5th season, and people say he still can't throw. I've seen people, or I've heard people on Twitter Spaces say that Jimmy G is better than Lamar, Jalen Hurts is better than Lamar. I've seen people put Justin Herbert, who has yet not, like, he hasn't made the playoffs in his first 2 seasons. People still put him over Lamar Jackson. I've seen on even like not ESPN, but I've seen this one show. They said Lamar is not, in their eyes, not a top 10 quarterback. I just think that's pretty crazy, just to think, like, just because, I don't know why. Like, it was because he didn't finish the season out. I just find it weird to me. But people have been really dishonest about their takes and how they feel about Lamar Jackson. So I'm just here to read out just a couple of accolades he's, piled up since he's been in the league. He has a 37-12 record. He has an NFL MVP. He is a first-team All-Pro. And that All-Pro he did get in 2019. He was the youngest first-team All-Pro quarterback in league history at that time. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. He was the youngest quarterback to start. He was the youngest quarterback to start a Pro Bowl game. He led the league in touchdown passes in 2019. He had the highest average quarterback rating also that same season in 2019. He broke the single-season rushing record for a quarterback that same exact year. Back-to-back seasons of 1,000+ rushing yards. Right? Also, last year against the Colts, he broke a record. He broke a record. Let's see. His completion percentage, which was 86%, was the highest of any quarterback in NFL history who attempted over 40 passes in a single game. Correct? That's fact. So Jackson is the first player in NFL history with 400 passing yards and a completion percentage of above 85% in a game. That's a fact. And one more thing, he also led an injured, riddled team when the Ravens last season were decimated with injuries to an 8-3 record, which at that time was the number 1 seed in the AFC before he got injured against Cleveland. And he did all of this without his running back 1, 2, or 3. None of the running backs even played a down in 2021. He was without Rashad Bateman for about half the year, recovering from injury. He was without his starting left tackle, who only played 1 game and missed the rest of the season. He was, especially, speaking with the offense. On defense, I mean, it was just a mess. Marcus Peters went down. Marlon went down at some point in the season. Averett also went down. Even though he played most of the season, still went down. Ford didn't even play a snap. It was just it was injuries all over the place. And with all that being said, he still led them to the number 1 seed in the AFC, heading into Cleveland at that time. So I just don't get how people tend to forget about that. It's like you tell them that, and it goes in one ear, and then it comes out the other ear. Like, I just don't get it. It's like the people still have some type of hate. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't know what it is that people just don't Like, basically what I'm saying is, why do people just have some type of agenda against Lamar Jackson? I don't know why. I just think of it like this: if you had him on your team, you wouldn't be saying this stuff. And like I said, it's just really mind-boggling that in his 5th season, we're about to head into year 5 of Lamar Jackson, and people are still questioning some of the things he can do. I just find it weird. Another thing I've been finding also weird on the Twitter spaces that they bring up his contract situation. Now, here's one thing about the Ravens. I know for a fact that whatever Lamar wants, they're going to give to him. If Lamar wants $50 million a year, they're going to give it to him, because he's just that guy. He's the type of guy you give him that money, right? My thing is, when people talk about the situation, they act like they have some type of, they act like they work for the Ravens and they know what's going on in the building. Now, let me keep honest. As a Ravens fan myself, I don't even know what's going on at Owens Mills. I don't know what's going on in the facilities. I don't know what's being spoken there. I don't work for the Ravens. People on Twitter spaces act like they're around the Ravens 24/7. They know the owner. They know the. It's just like, I don't. Why? Like, why do you guys speak on a situation you guys don't know about? Right? And another thing too, when the Ravens traded Hollywood Brown, no one even had a clue that was going to go down. Right? Hollywood, of course, he had his complaints about the offense and this, that, and the third, but no one ever knew at that time during the draft that this dude was going to get traded. So I just also find it disingenuous that people, like, especially non-Ravens fans, have the audacity to speak about a situation that they don't know about, and they act like they have all the facts and, you know, they have A, B, and C, which is not the case. I just find that really disingenuous, and it is really wild. So with all that being said, I really don't have much else to say. I just really wanted to give out my opinion on what I've been seeing on Twitter Spaces. It's getting really nasty, and I really hope for the Ravens they get back healthy this season. And, you know, by the end of the season, we're hosting that Lombardi Trophy, and we just prove everybody wrong, because what's been going on Twitter, it's just been really nasty. And, you know, I get it, because we're at a time now, it's a dead period. There's no football going on. You know, only thing really to talk about is baseball, and no one really talks about baseball, which is okay. But at the same time too, we just gotta be honest with how we see football. And I get the stats, you know, oh, he threw for X amount of this and that, cool. But when, like, the most important thing about watching a sport is with your eyes, and I feel like the eye test is really the most important thing about evaluating a player. And it's like, some people go off stats and they be like, oh, look at us, he threw for 35 touchdowns, oh yeah, he's top 5. But if you really look at his play, if you look at the film and look at his play, it could tell a whole nother story. So I just feel like, especially this season coming up, they could just get a chance to really see Lamar Jackson play and really understand how much of an impact he is to the Ravens. Because we seen it last year, once he went down, the Ravens lost 6 in a row. They did not win another game after he got down, after he got injured. So I just want people, especially non-Ravens fans or haters, to just keep in mind how valuable Lamar Jackson is to the Ravens. That's all I have to say. You guys have a good day. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe, follow my social media links, and also just hit that post notification bell every time I drop a new video. And hopefully I'll come out with more videos like this, just speak my opinion on certain things. So y'all have a good day.